Chicos, estoy en este minuto con una eminencia. Estoy con el director de Division 2, con Mathias. Hi, Mathias. How are you doing?
Hello. Hi, how are you doing?
This is for Latin America, so we have some questions. First, foremost, congratulations on the game. I just played the demo. It looks amazing and it plays really well. How hard was to bring this different side of USA in the spring in this other location, because the division was very iconic in his dark, gritty winter looks. So why we're going to spring and how hard was to bring this whole new ecosystem into the game?
I think it was more than anything, it was exciting and an opportunity for us. I mean, we've been of course evolving our technology, like our engine that we built in Massive Snowdrop to improve. So getting to go to Washington DC in the summer and you know, going from cold snowy winter in Manhattan to hot humid summer in DC is fantastic, because that in itself is a contrast, and all the things we can explore with weather and flooding and heat waves during summer. But also the city itself is Washington DC. It's so full. For people who haven't been there, it's really diverse in terms of the different areas in the city. So we have almost subtropical jungle-like nature in parts of the city, going to these wide open spaces in the mall area, to narrow streets, almost European-looking suburbs in Georgetown, and everything in between. So it gives us a lot of contrast and enjoyment in exploring that, not just visually, but also how it plays.
Well, Washington is not only diverse, it's also really iconic. So how long or how hard was to decide to place the game in that specific place?
We of course explored, okay, we're going to make Division 2, where should we go? But Washington DC it's so iconic in itself, right? It's the seat of power of the United States. It's also the home of the division, the agency of the division, where their HQ is. So looking at all of that and all the different stories that we think there is to tell in the division universe, the richness of it, it just connected. Like, okay, the iconic nature of it, the narrative is, in context is there, and the city itself is an amazing playground. So for us, ultimately the decision was easy. But also with Snowdrop, I think we have this amazing technology now to do a one-to-one decoration using GIS data and LiDAR data, which is the same technologies used to make GPS. Yeah. You know? So if you've been to DC, you're going to know your way around. And if you haven't...
I haven't, so I will learn how DC looks. Sorry, but talking about now the players, you talk about you talk about 8 players at the same time. How much the game experience changed between playing solo or going with 4 guys to go with 8 guys at the same time? There's any substantial change in the layout, in the maps, and something in the EA? Or is there the same base experience for 1, 4, and 8?
Right. So, first of all, the core philosophy for us for co-op in the division games is that it should be fluid, that you can transition in and out of cooperative play, and you can play this game alone from start to finish and in endgame. That is completely, well, it's not a lesser experience. Many people prefer that, but you can also play it 2, 3, 4 player co-op, right? Which is what I personally prefer because of all the synergies you can get in a group, etc. The 8 player group is reserved for the raids, you know, which we're super excited to add as the ultimate challenge in endgame. And but I think the question is still super interesting, because for us, it's very exciting, not least as gamers, to look at what are the opportunities in group dynamics when you have 2 full groups that can play and interact with each other in different ways, on top of how the individual players in each group have to synergize.
Well, this is a moment of confession. I haven't played the first division. I'm so sorry, and I really want to jump in the second one. So, how hard is going to be for me to get in this game? Should I download the first one and play through it so I can enjoy this one? How the new players can jump in this experience?
There's absolutely no problem to jump into the Division 2 as your first Division experience. There are no requirements of having played the first game whatsoever. Of course, if you have played the first game, there's going to be a lot of richness there, in what understanding the origin of the collapse, and so I think both are completely equally valid. But no one should be afraid to jump into the Division 2 if they haven't played the first game. If you want to play the first game, right now is a great time to do so. I mean, we just released a massive update, no pun intended, with 1.8, and we're also introducing very soon a carryover program we call the Shields. So if you've been playing with the Shields, which is basically challenges and feats that you can achieve in the Division 1, it will carry over as rewards in the Division 2. Yeah.
Well, last question. Can you tell us about the secret ending of the game?
You don't like surprises, or?
I
think you'll enjoy finding that out yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Bueno, chicos, casi lo intenté, pregunté, no me dijeron, no me dejaron, pero aquí estamos con el equipo de Division 2. Estamos ansiosos para que nosotros y ustedes puedan probarlo, y sin decir nada más, nos vemos la próxima vez. Thank you.
Thank you so much.